Today on GH, Willow quietly makes a calculated custody move, Nathan and Lulu wrestle with forbidden feelings, and Anna's desperate warnings leave her family terrified and powerless. General Hospital recaps for Wednesday, February 4th revealed Nathan West, Ryan Pavey, talked to Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, about his feelings for Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning. Lulu talked to Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, about her feelings for Nathan, and in France, Emma Scorpio Drake's, Braden Bruner, heart was broken over her grandmother Anna Devane's, Finola Hughes, situation. Make sure to check out our weekly GH spoilers, here. Key points. Willow secretly takes Drew's key before custody talks. Nathan and Lulu confess their feelings, separately. Custody talks end in a tense compromise. Jason and Sunny uncover a dangerous conspiracy. Anna's mental health detainment devastates Emma. Willow put Drew's key in her pocket ahead of the custody meeting. Before the custody meeting with Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, Willow Kane, Caitlin McMullen, put Drew Kane's, Cameron Matheson, house key in her pocket. As Michael Corinthos arrived at the reception desk, he thanked her for meeting. She clarified she hadn't agreed to any terms yet. She looked at Michael's keychain, which had a photo of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, Viren Weaver, Serenity and Sequoia Mork Mako, as he put away his keys and hung up his coat. Then she suggested they wait for their lawyers. Inside the office, Willow was unhappy to see Rick and learn Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, was in court. Rick explained he wasn't officially representing Michael. Rick clarified he was there to help reach an agreement and wasn't officially representing Michael. He noted that family court could take years for custody arrangements. Alexis then suggested they should agree today to present to the judge. Willow scoffed, saying that might benefit Michael, who was facing murder charges and dating a woman with a record, but she was in a stronger position and should take her chances in court. Alexis then warned Willow that there were several arguments against her, including police evidence that Drew had bribed Judge Eva Heron, Tessa Aubergenois, and then killed her to cover it up. Alexis said it was unlikely the judge would grant her half custody living with Drew. Since Willow lived with him, Alexis noted, it was unlikely a judge would grant her half custody, making her case weak. Willow again mentioned Michael was about to be arrested for attempted murder. Alexis firmly pointed out that the law focused on the children's best interest, not Willow's, and she should work with Michael. Hesitantly, Willow asked what Michael proposed, but dismissed his offer of every other weekend in 1 month in summer as absurd since Drew had a major stroke and wouldn't be involved in the kids' lives. As they debated about moving the kids between homes, Alexis suggested a 60-40 split in Michael's favor, which he quickly accepted. Willow said she needed time to think and stepped into the hallway. Alexis apologized to Michael. Apologizing to Michael for how her support of Willow put him in trouble, Alexis expressed that she believed he was a good man who prioritized his children. Michael hoped Willow would do the same, but then his ex-wife took his keys and added Drew's house key to the ring. Back in the office, Willow agreed to the custody terms. Alexis said she would prepare the paperwork for the judge and advised Michael to discuss the agreement with Diane. As they parted in the reception area, Michael acknowledged to Willow that neither got their way, but they compromised for the kids. She replied that her only wish was what was best for Wiley and Amelia. Lulu and Nathan had an encounter, as Nina talked to Liesl about Willow bringing Drew home. Things were tense when Lulu and Nathan West met at Bobby's. He worried she might avoid him after their kiss, but they both wanted to stay friends, despite the attraction. Meanwhile, at Nina's condo, she told Liesl Albrecht, Kathleen Gotti, that she thought it was unwise for Willow to care for Drew at home. They agreed it would worsen the couple's toxic relationship, and Albrecht suggested Nina persuade Willow to find other help for Drew. But Nina feared it would damage her fragile bond with her daughter. Liesl reminded Nina that a mother must tell hard truths, especially when kids don't want to hear them. Nathan told Nina about his feelings for Lulu. After leaving Bobby's, Nathan went to see Nina and expressed his feelings for Lulu. Nina was pleased to see him infatuated but recognized that Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, posed a challenge. Nathan mentioned that he would always have love for Maxie, and upon his return, it felt as if no time had elapsed. However, she had moved on with Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, and he didn't want to disrupt her healing process. Nina inquired if Nathan's interest in Lulu was a way to feel closer to Maxie, but he clarified that his attraction to Lulu was genuine. Although they both acknowledged that their relationship couldn't progress, it didn't alter his emotions, and his friendship with Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, added to the complexity. Nina told Nathan to follow his heart, while Lulu talked to Laura about her feelings for him. Nina suggested he could have a quiet relationship with Lulu, but Nathan hesitated to start something based on lies and encouraged him to follow his heart. Nathan agreed. Later, Lulu came with coffee and told her mom she was falling for Nathan. They had grown closer, and during a storm at his friend's cafe, they kissed. They had decided it was a bad idea to pursue their feelings because of Dante and Maxie, but Lulu was reconsidering after seeing Nathan at Bobby's. Laura pointed out that Lulu and Dante were divorced, and Maxie's marriage to Nathan was just a formality. Still, Lulu worried that being with Nathan would betray her best friend and hurt the guy's friendship. Jocelyn and Laura discussed Cesar Faison. Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, spoke with Laura about the effects of the blizzard on Port Charles. After their conversation, she packed her laptop and retrieved the Crystalline Conspiracy from her bag. When Laura inquired about the book's origin, Jocelyn feigned that she had borrowed it from the library because the woman on the cover resembled Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. Laura clarified that the woman was indeed Anna and informed her that P.K. Sinclair was a pseudonym for Cesar Faison, Anders Hove, who had an obsession with Anna. Laura further explained that although Faison was no longer alive, her family still had ties to him through Rocco Falconeri's, Finn Carr, relationship with Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, and Liesel. Jason told Sonny about Anna, Britt, and Cullum. When Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, informed Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, about Anna, Sonny questioned if she had a breakdown. Jason mentioned he planned to go to France but decided to stay in Port Charles to assist Britt. She finally confided in him, confirming their suspicions. She was forced to work on her father's last project by Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. When Jason disclosed that Sidwell's partner was WSB director Ross Cullum, Andrew Hawks, Sonny realized Cullum must have tried to kill him and almost killed Michael. Jason verified that Brick, Stephen A. Smith, linked Cullum to the WSB slush fund that financed both the assassin and the firebombing. Sonny wanted to take out Cullum but Jason said not yet, wanting to help Britt. Sonny wanted to monitor Cullum to eliminate him, but Jason cautioned that they couldn't act yet since Cullum was providing Britt's medication. He then explained to Sonny that he intended for Brick to reverse engineer the drug, but now Cullum had limited Britt's access, and he needed to find a sample. Sonny agreed to hold off on Cullum until Jason secured Britt's medication but was concerned about losing their advantage since Cullum and Sidwell thought they were unaware. Jason assured his friend that once Britt was safe, they could take out Cullum. He didn't, however, tell him that Sidwell was the one who killed Henry Dalton, Daniel Goddard, and put the body in Laura's trunk. Jocelyn asked Liesel questions about Faison. At Bobby's, Jocelyn read P.K. Sinclair's book when Liesel came in. She called Liesel over and asked about her link to Faison and if he really smoked those nasty cigarillos. Liesel thought Jocelyn wanted to know more than just about his smoking habits. Jocelyn mentioned she borrowed the book from the library after spotting it at Windmere. Liesel dismissed it since Faison used to live there. Jocelyn added she saw it during the snowstorm, along with a pack of cigarillos next to it, which had the note "For my muse." Jocelyn asked Liesel if Faison was really dead. Trying to suppress her dislike for the other woman, she hissed that Faison's only muse was Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. Liesel had competed with Faison's obsession with Anna for many years before giving up. Noticing the cigarillos were new, Jocelyn asked if Faison was really dead. Liesel confirmed he was definitely dead, but his memory lived on with those who loved and hated him. When Jocelyn asked if someone was pretending to be him, Liesel laughed and suggested he might have a devoted fan mimicking him. Felicia, Mac and Emma visited Anna in the mental health clinic. In France, Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, Max Scorpio, John J. York, and Emma had Anna moved to a private clinic. The doctor informed them that Anna had experienced trauma and advised them not to upset her. Felicia and Mac entered to see Anna first. She urgently asked them to take her out of the facility to stop Faison. Anna revealed that the WSB mission they were told about was false, explaining she had been kidnapped on Halloween but didn't know where she had been held. She guessed she was in France because the attendant spoke French and was working with Faison. As Anna emotionally talked about her escape attempt and how Liesel Albrecht had treated her, Felicia and Mac became increasingly worried that their friend had a mental break. Anna told Felicia and Mac about seeing Peter August. Felicia told Anna that Liesel had been in Port Charles for a while. Anna thought Liesel must have left town for a few days. After Liesel left, Faison started talking to her through the intercom. Mac said Faison was dead, but Anna disagreed, just like she did about Britt and Nathan's deaths. She cried and told her family that Peter August, Wes Ramsey, had visited her. Mac asked where Peter was, and Anna tearfully explained that she had passed out. She then said she was tied up in a car trunk when she woke up. Anna talked about her escape from the trunk. She escaped when the driver stopped for gas and ran until she found a farmer, who took her to the police. The trouble started when the officer wouldn't listen and grabbed her, so she fought back. "Now I'm in a mental clinic, and Faison is out there," Anna yelled, grabbing Felicia and pleading for help to stop him. With a tear on her cheek, Felicia agreed to help. Outside, Emma told the doctor that her grandmother was one of the best agents in WSB history and had a sharp mind, so Anna's breakdown wasn't what it seemed. Mac told Emma about Anna's story. When Mac and Felicia returned, Mac revealed that Anna believed Faison had imprisoned her, and her psychiatrist thought her paranoia led to her losing touch with reality. Emma, still convinced it was a trick, reminded them that Faison had faked his death multiple times and harmed Anna and their family. The doctor mentioned that Anna might be reliving past trauma, creating a new reality from her history, and Felicia agreed that Anna's story mixed her past experiences with Faison. Mac asked when they could bring Anna back to the U.S., but the doctor said she couldn't leave until the assault charges were resolved. He added that Anna knew she was in a French clinic and might feel trapped again if they moved her too soon. Emma's heart was broken over her grandmother's situation. Determined to see her grandmother, Emma entered the room alarmed to see Emma in France. Anna warned her to stay away because Faison had threatened her. Emma cried since the doctor wouldn't let Anna leave with them, and Anna said it was safer because Faison would focus on her, and she urged Emma to leave quickly. Emma tried to comfort her, but Anna became frantic, shouting that Faison was a monster who wouldn't let her go. The psychiatrist and an orderly rushed in to sedate Anna, prompting Emma to scream at them to leave her grandmother alone. Mac and Felicia followed to take a distressed Emma out as Anna yelled that they needed to inform Jason that Faison was alive before she fainted. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with GH right now. Come back here often for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates.